My people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome. It's Matata FC. We are within Blessed Thursday, y'all. Pre-Friday, pre-Friday. So I hope y'all are doing good. The weekend is upon us, but we're not looking forward to fixtures. Maybe the international fixtures. Are there some good games? Let me know, guys. I'll check though. I'll check, but I'm not looking forward to it. So we gotta break down more content. Be sure to join the fam. You get me? Did you guys see that the PGMOL apologized for something that happened between Chelsea and Fulham over the weekend? They apologized for the contact between Rodrigo Muniz and Trevor Chalobah. That stomp on the foot that Muniz was unaware of was apparently not supposed to be a foul, which means Josh King's goal was supposed to have stood. That was supposed to be a goal. On the channel, guys, we buried the bias. I said it shouldn't have been a foul, but goes to say, goes to say, those of us watching on screens in real time have better analysis than those in the stadium. Maybe, maybe. And we get slandered as Africans. Oh, you guys don't go to Stamford Bridge. How can a man who hasn't been to a stadium understand football? Oh, guys, give it a couple of months, give it a couple of years. Your boy gonna write a book. Because those Europeans need to know, we as Africans, the passion is not diluted. It's even more concentrated than they know. We analyze ball here as Africans. We're analytical. You get me? And we saw it in real time. We're not trying to be unfair. I want my team to win the game, but it wasn't a foul. It was not a foul. We accepted it, but they didn't. VAR, have we bought them? That's what happens now. We get slandered. Did Todd Bowley pass a brown envelope? Hey, PGMOL, VAR, it needs its own video, guys. The segment today is different. You get me? We've got a front four issue, in my opinion, not a two-player injury issue, a front four issue at hand. We've lost Cole Palmer and Liam Delap in consecutive game weeks. And funny that we're not even getting proper feedback on this growing issue when it comes to Palmer. So could it be worse than we thought? Is it something tactical? And then we just announce a day before Brentford he's available. I don't know. Football is funny these days. There's so much politics. But yeah, guys, let's look at the options that we have in the front four. The options in terms of systems and how we can line up in the front four. So I have a graphic for y'all here. Every position placed, but sort of vacant of sorts. But we know who's who. Caicedo will be in there. Tosin will be in there. Reese Augusto, Cugrera's definitely in there. Sanchez is definitely in there. But we're going to keep those generic of sorts. Front four. Here's the first option I'm going with. Pedro Neto left wing. Esteval right wing. Joao Pedro in the central attacking midfield role. And Mark Gill, who returns from loan, called back from Sunderland. We couldn't get Jackson back. The boy said, nah, me's going to play for the German champions. I'm not coming back. I'm not flying back. Credit to Jackson, really. He wasn't going to get the Trevor Chalobah treatment. Yeah, he showed some stubbornness. He showed some prowess, and good luck to him in Germany. So Mark Gill, because I would say Mark Gill's a better striker option than Tyreek George. Tyreek George is still an option. We have that. I have it, I think, as one of the options on the graphics. But I think this front four might be the best we have right now. The best. Concerning, right? Really concerning. And then, of course, at our best, you could say this is like at our best with Palmer available. I've just put this graphic in because we need to at least have the visual of the best front four. And let me know if you guys think differently. But I think this is at our best. Palmer's unavailable, so we remove Palmer. There's the option of Enzo Fernandez playing in the cam role, as he did in the Club World Cup here and there. In the final, he did this job, makeshifting in that role, not doing the same duty as Palmer would do, not having the same free roaming ability. If anything, is a lot more defensive minded, even when he plays in that role. It's like we're playing with three central mids rather than a cam, DM, and a CM. It's more like three CMs when we deploy Enzo Fernandez in this role, but it's an option. We could play him there. And of course, we have Joao Pedro back in the cam role, and Tyreek George takes the striker role. Jamie Gittens comes in, and then we have Pedro Neto on the right. This is Esteval being rested. Not convinced by this front four, if I'm being honest, especially Tyreek George and Jamie Gitsons. No, no, no. There's no link up there. You get me? And then we have Tyreek George, where he's more effective on the left wing in place of Jamie Gitsons or Pedro Neto on that side. And then we can place Esteval William in the central attacking mid behind Joao Pedro. And maybe even have Andre Santos there in the CM, three Brazilians. You get me? But then this takes Pedro Neto back to the right wing. Not a bad front four, in my opinion. It's just that Esteval needs time in terms of him becoming a central attacking mid for Chelsea. He did it for Palmeiras, and he wants to do it for Chelsea, but he has to adapt to it. He's a lot more effective on the right wing for now, I would say. And yeah, guys, then we have the new boy. So we bring Jamie Gitsons back on the left side. Could be Pedro Neto on the left and Esteval on the right. But then we have Buena Norte. Brighton. Robert Sanchez, Marco Greer, Moise Caicedo, Graham Potter. I have to count Graham Potter. Buena Norte. That young boy, Paraguayan gem, and Ciso. There must be another. There's always someone that we're missing. It can't just be six. It doesn't feel like six. Feels like we've signed everyone from Brighton. What? And these are American owners. So I'm sure the negotiations are like, yeah, it's quite quick. Let's just do the business. What? American Express Stadium and Stamford Bridge. Best of friends. Hey, it's madness. We're killing any form of rivalry there. But yeah, guys, these are the options. With the last one, we're ending with Buenanote. My way of announcing that we have a new central attacking mid. We had the French friends, Gusto, Badiachil, Dizassi. Who else was part of that friend group of sorts? Why am I missing the Frenchman? Nkunku. Nkunku was part of it as well. So now we were starting to form an Argentinian brotherhood. Ganacho, Enzo Fernandez, and Buenanote. You get me? Maybe add a few more South Americans. Maybe add Caicedo so he's along his South Americans, because the Brazilians also have their gang. So Chelsea, it's squad deep within the squad. Welcome, Buenanote, bro. You're not in the Champions League squad, which is funny. Actually, let's end on that. Let me share my thoughts on that. Because we were pursuing Xavi Simons. We didn't bid in the end. And I'm not of the thinking that we lost out because we didn't bid. We were hijacked. I'm there, guys. If we wanted the player, we would have gotten the player. Someone else got the player. So maybe we didn't want him aggressively, but we wanted him. We just weren't willing to match up the valuation. That's my opinion. And someone else got the player we wanted. That's a hijack, right? So yeah, we didn't get a central attacking midfielder. Now we did. Less quality, you could say, less proven from Brighton. He was from Brighton. He was on loan at Leicester last season, I believe, something like that. But now we don't include him in the Champions League squad. So he's not crucial. So the position is not crucial. Sort of highlights why we weren't maybe as aggressive for Xavi Simons or even Fermin Lopez. Because it's puzzling that he's not in the Champions League squad. Not every single game is super intense that Buenanote can't get minutes. He could have started against Pafos. He can start against Karabag. He can play. Why? What happened? Tyreek George on the B list, Ashimpong on the B list, Lavia on the B list. Makes sense. But Buenanote? I really don't understand. Don't we need another option? And part of this video, part of the reason we need to think about this front four thing, we are one injury away from a crisis here. Really, we are, guys. Like, we forbid that. And I don't want to mention any player and then link the word injury. But if we just think about it in the general sense, one injury and we could be like in trouble. So have we planned well enough as much as we've done such great business? Yeah. Let me know your thoughts, guys. It's crazy up in here. International break may be a time of healing. May men come back after the break. You get me? Then we can make a more joyful video towards our game against Brentford. Shout out, my people. Shout out for tuning in here. Be sure to join the fam if you're yet to do so. Blessings, y'all.